Hello and welcome from Budapest. This is Hungary Reports from Public Media M1, bringing you the latest news from Hungary and the Carpathian Basin in English. I'm Árpád Szőci. Thanks for joining us on a very special day. Exactly 100 years ago, on June 4th, 1920, in Paris, Hungary was forced to sign the Treaty of Trianon after being on the losing side in the First World War. The treaty saw Hungary forced to cede two-thirds of its territory to surrounding countries, some of them just established. The treaty also saw one-third of all Hungarians become citizens of another country literally overnight. Hungary had almost no say in the negotiations, which saw many of the borders drawn without taking Hungarian ethnicity into consideration. Since 2010 in Hungary, June 4th is officially recognized as the Day of National Cohesion. And this year, the year of the centenary, is called the Year of National Cohesion. The President of Hungary addressed the anniversary of the treaty at a special ceremony in Parliament. János Áder said that the Hungarian nation doesn't just belong to the past, it also belongs to the future. He added that no one can take that right away from Hungarians, and that's why the spiritual boundaries of Hungarians haven't changed, even if the geographic ones have. President Áder also said that Hungary respects the neighboring states, but also asks those nations to respect Hungary and the Hungarian minorities in their countries.
After 100 years tormented by two world wars and Trianon, and by economic crises, with over 40 years of a communist detour and a failed revolution behind us, often being on the brink of state bankruptcy, here we are, alive. And so we can look to the future with assurance and say that the Hungarian nation doesn't just belong to the past, it also belongs to the future.
Once Hungary's emergency measures for COVID-19 are lifted, all the rules will end that prevented people from going to the movies, to museums, to theaters, and to public spas. That's what the head of the Prime Minister's office announced. Gergely Gulyás said that the government will hand over its COVID-19 emergency decree on June 16th to Parliament for a vote to end the decree. The minister added that the country has successfully defended itself against the virus in this first phase. And Austria has removed its border checks for those trying to leave the country to enter a neighboring nation. Hungarian Police Lieutenant Colonel Robert Kiss announced that at the daily press conference of the operational group responsible for handling the COVID-19 situation in the country. However, Kiss added that Hungarian citizens re-entering the country still have to adhere to restrictions. And that's all for now from Hungary Reports. However, we're back live every night after the Hungarian language news at around 11:20 p.m. And you can also watch us in repeats and online. Please stay tuned now if you can. We also have shows in German, Russian, and Chinese. Thanks very much for watching, and minden jót.